I'm Valerie. I'm Valerie Peterson. I'm the founder of Nest, Mental Health Innovation Foundation. And today I'm going to present you the latest technology advancement in mental health care. There is a problem in mental health care right now. There's a mental health crisis, and care is mostly reactive and not proactive, as Andy already mentioned before me. The data that's available is mainly consisting out of short sessions combined with self-reports. And there are huge gaps between appointments. For example, therapy appointments. So many people already use wearable devices to track their sleep, activity, heart rates. This data is siloed and it's not integrated yet into mental health care. So there is actually a big opportunity here to use the continuous data for earlier and more continuous support. This is my first use case based on depression relapse, because before a relapse in depression, we usually see a sleep and activity change. And wearables can see these patterns as well, as they can drift from a personal baseline. Examples could be Wysa, which is a company focusing on a mental health application using health data from wearables. And the potential flow could look like detecting a risk pattern because there is a variation from the personal baseline, then offer an in-app support and coping tools, and could also suggest contact with a clinician. The next is a bipolar mood prediction, because in bipolar we see that there are huge shifts between depressive states and manic states. And signals could be derived from HRV, heart rate, or fragmented sleep, which can also be linked to wearable devices. An example could be In the Zone, a really interesting company that actually facilitates peer-to-peer support between bipolar patients. And it could be very interesting if clinicians also have data from these apps to prevent or to anticipate episodes and facilitate continuous monitoring of patients. Another example is stress and anxiety, because this is a more moderate effect of mental health issues. The stress shows up in the body first, and most of the time after that, the awareness arises in the patient itself or the person itself. And signals could be a change in heart rate or a worse sleep quality. And why this is important, because we could use instant feedback for the user. You could suggest like, hey, your sleep is not doing well, try this and this, or understand triggers over time while the device gets to know you and your baseline better. Here you can also see an example of human-computer interactions and voice. So devices such as mobile phones can already sense how people are interacting with their phones, and based on that, they can kind of predict their mental state. In the top image, you can see some examples of this. So the key message from this slide would be going from weekly check-ins or maybe even once a month with a therapist. You could go to 24/7 support using a device like this if well integrated. So here are some real life examples. This category is already taking shape, and companies are actively playing into this new technology. You have the NightWare related device. You have clinically validated interventions for cognition and prescription digital therapeutics as well. Fully supports all innovation happening in this space if it facilitates earlier intervention. So something about us: we are a foundation, community, and a platform for mental health innovation. We share resources, latest industry updates, and champion meaningful innovation in mental health care, all to accelerate the industry and vouch for a more safe and transparent deployment of digital mental health tools. Because alongside with innovation, safety is also a very important topic that's often overlooked by founders. So I feel like the future of continuous care could be powered by wearables and data. There are definitely some benefits to this, like earlier detection, real-time insight, and also personalized support. And if you're working in this space or if you want to collaborate, don't hesitate to send me a message. I'd love to meet you, learn more about your digital solution. And thank you so much for listening.